Welcome to the Super Sprint round held at Trial Mountain, the fictitious American track, second US track we're racing in for this league. This is Division 3's race. Let's get stuck into it. We'll just quickly go through the qualifying results. Pause if you need to see where everyone is. And we'll get stuck into the race straight away. Again, I'd like to thank Emmo for these notes. I am diving into this race hot with no pre-looking. So we got off the start. Everyone with a good start off the beginning. Tubes getting the jump on Dudar. So they head down into the first sweeping bends. Have to take this right, otherwise there will be carnage. I'm just looking to see if there's any carnage here. Appears to be everyone's got through relatively well. No one mowing the lawn. So good driving by everyone. And I'm going to have to go back and replay on this. Looks like Half-Byte came to grief. So it looks like I may have given kiss of death by saying everyone got through quite safely. We got them 3 wide through here. Half-Byte with a good jump there. Looks like maybe a nudge from behind, but yeah, he's now killing his car against the barrier. Back straight where a lot of slipstreaming can happen, and we're watching here Jim give Brits Lightning a lot of attention. Brits is going to try and disconnect him and go on the inside and defend. Jim got no other option but go around the outside, but this corner here is fairly wide, plenty of room for probably 5 cars to go around, and Jim with the better pace manages to get around Brits Lightning. Watching Duda having a go at Tubes, who's holding the lead lap here in front. Duda looking for a go around the outside. We're just watching maybe Emmo sneaking up behind there. Duda tried to get on the inside, but he hasn't got a good enough run here. Tubes holds off Duda, but we've got a bad camera angle as Emmo gets up on the inside of Duda and takes second position. Just having a look at the top 4 drivers, it's all a blanket's distance away from each other, and to be honest, even Jim is within sniffing range to the guys as they head down the back straight here, looking to maybe make a move. This race is only 7 laps long. Anything can happen. Just watching Brits Lightning down to 7th place, throwing all caution to the wind and the nose into the bridge there. Just a bit of a tail skip and the car has met the tunnel wall. Keeping close attention to Emmo as they get down again this back straight. Wish the camera would give us a better angle, but you can see he is right up close to Tubes. Could be another maneuver happening down here. Yep, Emmo is really getting in close, putting the pressure on Tubes. Tube has got no other option. Let Emmo through, I think. It's just live and let live another day. Now watching Tube make a challenge back on Emmo. Emmo's going the inside line. Well, Tube's going to just go for a big drag down the outside. It's now a absolute drag race. Duda hanging in close. Be interesting what happens here in the corner, as I have no idea what's going on. I'm going on Emmo's notes. Emmo holds off Tubes. Duda hanging right back there. Duda hot on the tail of Tubes. Tubes going the inside line. Looks like Duda is going to try and position himself on the outside. Next corner's a left. And owns the apex. And looks like he might have got the job done. Yep, he's now made a position up on Tube. Still watching these top 3 drivers quite closely at what's happening here. All the action's really happening up the front here. Duda is now laying the challenge to Emmo. Emmo taking the tighter line to make Duda go around the outside. And all that really does is get Tube back up into the mix. Duda throwing everything at Emmo. This will be a fight. Duda wins this. He could hold out Division 3 Championship. Still racing with Duda as we're closely watching. It's like Duda wants to make a very brave move around the outside of Emmo here at these S's. It's probably sacrificed a bit of pace there, because now you got Tube making an attempt under the tunnel here. Just watching these guys again. Favourite spot for everyone to overtake. Over the rise, down the hill. Tube on the inside. Duda's really a passenger now. And Tube gets around quite cleanly. And this is the track is like 10 cars wide. Very easy to get around a car. Not so easy to defend. Now watching Duda going through this complicated section here. Under to the tunnel. What, a bit out of shape. And I think Hogue just lost it there where Hogue's lost it earlier on. And now we got Goof now hot on the tailpipe of Duda. It looks like he's in prime position to take third position off Duda. Yep, Steve made a good move out of that. Full opportunity and has got around Duda. Further down in this last lap, just got Hogues laying the challenge down on Arnold. Getting up on the outside. He's going to go around the long way around. Actually gets around quite easily in the end. Hogues makes the manoeuvre, gets up to the 7th position. This is the fight for 3rd position. Duda making your only live once manoeuvre here on the inside. Just gets around. These camera angles from this game on this track are a bit iffy. You don't really see a good look. But Duda gets up into 3rd position. And Emmo wins this race, followed closely by Tubes, then Duda, then Steve, Jim right behind him, Brit's Lightning in 6th, sorry. Hogues in 7th, fending off Arnold. Arnold comes through in 8th. And poor Half-Byte, who had a bad start to the race and suffering from a migraine, comes through in 9th position. This is the race results from race number 1. Unfortunately, we don't get a copy of Half-Byte, who finished last in this group. Finished in 9th position. Let's get stuck into race number 2, which will be the reverse grid. Waiting for all lights to go out, and the race will be underway as Half-Byte gets a good jump on everything. Everyone's running well, and looks like everyone wants to go into this real thick funneling section here all at the same time. Will everyone get through there? Looks like someone's gone wide. Who's out there? That must be Emmo that's gone out wide there. Out doing some lawn mowing. And it's dropped down to 9th position. Well, holding 9th position. Half-Byte with a good lead out on everyone. And they're all proceeding, all single file through this awkward part of the track. Just watching what's happening here. Tubes looks like he's slowing right down to let Emmo pass. He must have thought he pushed Emmo out and just redressing it. Riding here with Brit's Lightning, and he's fighting off a few guys. He actually goes around the outside, cuts off Hogues, getting around. They are duking it out here under the bridge. There will be a hard, sharp turn as they duck down the back straight, and it will be then the slipstreaming drag race. As we're watching here, this is really tough racing here. We got 5 cars, 3 wide. Who will come out of this? It's like 3rd position here, and you got 6 cars all fighting for 6th position. Who will funnel through this corner up into 3rd? It looks like Jim has made it into 3rd. Still holding off Brit's Lightning. 2nd is Arnold. He's holding them all back. all exciting stuff here. It could be anything could happen here. Far out. It could be like saying all 9 cars are all within holding hands of each other, and practically are, as you see there. Doodah and gotta even know who it was. Doodah and Arnold holding hands. They turn around the corner, going into this spirally chicane, and sideways Arnold's been bumped by somebody, not sure who, and down in the 6th position. Now got Tubes, Emmo and Doodah, top 3 guys of the last race. They're fighting for minor placings. Going through this particular corner here, it's just, I'm half laughing here. I came at Gutser. If you watch my race, if I decide to post my race, it was grim in that particular part in Div 2. Flying down the back straight here. Doodah again is victim of being the tow truck, towing these guys down. Emmo, quick dive. Tubes, quick dive up on the inside, and Doodah looks like he's lost 2 positions there. Race leader Half-Byte got Jim giving him close attention, and you got Brits Lightning giving Jim a lot of attention. Going through this sector here, Jim looks like he wants to go around the outside of Half-Byte. Not really a great idea there. It's got Armco and nothing else. It looks like Jim might have got the job done. Now going into this very tricky part here where the car can get a bit light on the nose. Going through real tight there and flying through. Half-Byte challenging back and going wide, and I've lost him. Where has he gone? No, he's there still. It's Half-Byte down to 3rd position, and I wish these camera angles would be a lot more inclusive because it's very hard to see what's going on here. Just watching Half-Byte here go under the bridge, the first bridge. It looks like he's ground into the wall, and my notes say that he's actually disconnected the cars, misbehaving. Back straight again where a lot of the action's happening. Tubes going for an outside overtake around Emmo. Can be done. We've seen it before already in this Div 3 group. Looks like he has made it around, and Doodah is close in by. Emmo out wide. Lost control there a little bit. It's all sketchy business here, and Doodah gets around them both. Main straight, we've got Doodah sketching straight down towards the opening S's. Turn 1 and 2. Goes a little bit over the grass and out of control into lawn mowing territory, and absolutely makes a mess of his vehicle. Steve, again, we're watching the back straight. A lot of the action's happening as far as overtakes go. Drag race down under the inside. It looks like Jim's got no other option just to hold out there and hope he doesn't lose too much momentum. As we see Steve take the inside line and gets through cleanly. Hogs sees the opportunity there. He's going to challenge as well. He's right on the tail fin of Jim. Jim right underneath the tail fin, so he's got dirty air. Will he make a move here on the corner? Not quite. Probably errs on the side of caution. Very easy to get unstuck. Jim maybe going a switchback maneuver here under the bridge, and no, still holding off. This battle is for 2nd place is really hot, and Jim right beside Steve, but coming there, they'll be side by side in the corner with the better inside turn with Steve. They're not touching each other. Now Jim, looks like Jim has made himself around Steve. It was a good maneuver there as we're leading part way through, or a quarter of the way through the first lap. Brits Lightning holding out the lead. Looks like he is in prime position to win race number 2. Watching race number 2 won by Brits Lightning quite comfortably in the end. followed by Jim, who's holding off Goof. Steve Goof. Brits Lightning flashing his lights, coming through 4th. 5th is Tubes. Emmo 6th. 7th is Dudar. And Arnold makes his way through in 8th position. Race results here for race number 2. With Half-Byte disconnecting, not having a great time of it. Let's get stuck into race number 3, the final race for this super sprint round. Just waiting for the lights to go out, and we've got Arnold. Arnold has jumped the group, and it looks like everyone's just absolutely swamped him as my dog is barking in the background. Meanwhile, looks like we've got 5-6 cars all bunched in together before they go under the bridge. Will there be any cars coming off the track here? Dudar right out in front. Emmo in second. Hogs and Tubes duking it out. What will happen here at this corner? Well, we'll have a look. Hogs around the inside holding out Tubes. We've got Steve and Brits Lightning challenging those guys. Jim in 7th and Arnold in 8th. They're all together, close together. Dudar maybe just pulling away while the rest of the pack is fighting it out. Drivers all bunched in together, coming through under this tunnel before they have a hang left. Looks like Goof to sideways, and we've got cars clipping and bashing into the walls. 3 cars come to grief. As see, it's only in lap 1. Tubes hot on the tail of Hogs, as we've seen in the previous race. This back straight gives the perfect opening to get around people fairly cleanly. No touching, you could probably fit another 2 cars between Tubes and Hogs there as they get around. Watching Steve get through the early corners of this track, coming up through the hairpin here, gets around Jim fairly easily. It was almost to it, maybe Jim surrendering a position or something, not sure. Again, a back street action here. You can stop Brits Lightning giving a lot of attention to Hogs. Manages to dive up on the inside. There's no good shot there of how close Hogs was. Apologise for the cameraman not being in the right spot. But you got there Hogs fighting back into the corner. May have been a little bit of a touch. No big mishaps happened out of it. Watching here as Hogs fights off Brits. May have been a bit of a touch there. Not too sure. Hogs breathing down the neck of Brits Lightning and looking like he might take a dive up on the inside here. Out on the yellow stuff. Except clean maybe manoeuvre around, and Brits has got ahead of Hogs. Emmo holding off Tubes. Again, Tubes down the back straight here. Everyone seems to be challenging well down the back straight. Lot of overtaking happening down here. Tubes going up for the outside manoeuvre to go around the outside, the long way around this hairpin. Can he make it? So I watch here closely, and he does. He gets around. Emmo fighting back, forces out Tubes wide, and Emmo retains 2nd place. It's an absolute dogfight here, these two. Emmo holding off Tubes as they come down to penultimate corner here. Looks like Tubes, big, you only live once moment, just knocks the inside of Emmo. Again, not really a good camera angle here, only see one car. However, race number 3 is to be won by Dudar as he crosses the line, followed by Emmo, and in his wake is Tubes in 3rd, Brits Lightning in 4th, followed very closely by Hogs. Steve probably had a bit of a rough run there. Looked like Jim setting himself up for a Blunty celebrational win. No, he makes it through fine. And Arnold makes up 8th position. this is the result of race number 3. Duda coming through in front will probably give himself the championship in Div 3, or at least put himself one hand on the trophy. I hope you enjoyed this very brief video, and hope to see you next time. I might not be able to put Div 2 out tomorrow. It's going to be a hard pressed busy week for me.